Hey, this is my audience. Here you go. Again. Okay, ready now. Pacing up and down the gym court, panting and running out of breath, you know that you're out of shape, hoping that the gym teacher won't notice. It's typical to be graded on effort, but when it comes to gym class, changes are needed. In many schools today, it is highly debated as to whether students' grades in gym class should affect their grade point average. Now, most people would think yes, but there are others who would beg to differ, and other people who just choose not to be as athletic because they are too engaged in academics. I honestly think that no student's grade in gym should ever affect their GPA because there may be other things like obesity, genetics, or even unsupportive parents and all these issues can be at hand. Not everyone was built the same or as active as another. Some people are physically gifted or were born to play sports and participate in certain areas. In other cases, some people are not born to be physically active. Most of the time, the issue is genetics. A person should not be graded on how physical they are. The most important thing should be that they have tried and participated. And as long as they stay active and maintain a good, healthy lifestyle, they should also be able to succeed. We are all born different, so we shouldn't all be graded the same. Most kids who struggle in gym are those who don't typically have the ideal body fit or are being active. Kids usually get their hair color or same nose from their parents, but they can also get their same body type from their parents as well. Girls usually have wider hips than boys, and since most girls are built that way, that's how all girls are supposed to be. Some kids are born to be built and strong because their parents look like that. Others are scrawny and weak because it runs in their family. We can't help what we look like and how our bodies do things. Maybe the reasoning is that we were born that way. Now, there may be ways to physically change your appearance, but isn't it so pushed in today's society to embrace your characteristics and be proud of the person you are no matter the circumstances? Change shouldn't be required or enforced. It should be a personal choice. Another issue that seems to come up at times is obesity. Statistics show that a student's athletic ability is entirely dependent on their physique, which means you have to be cautious of what we take in. With America becoming one of the fattest countries in the world, we aren't really helping the issue of the children not being physically fit for gym class. Parents also have to realize that feeding their kids junk food and being careless or making healthy choices may be the reason why their children are struggling in gym class, which puts a damper on the children's GPA. So yes, parents do have a huge part in this dilemma. Therefore, parents need to do their part and take good care of their children, keeping the kids on a healthy diet and making sure they stay active to keep this issue from happening. And at times, treats are allowed, but only in moderation. Those who are not totally against the issue would also have a valid argument. It is true that this is reality and that sometimes might not get to overcome, or we may have to overcome things like this. Obesity have been avoided. With genetics, well, I guess you're out of luck. You can't always be good at everything. This is reality. Not everything can go your way, and you can't always be good at everything is usually what most people who would think that way would say. Though I may have agreed on some of the points that those have made, my opinion remains the same. Grades in gym class should not affect grade point averages. Besides obesity and genetics, there may be many factors to this issue that might have not been brought to attention, but should be revealed for us to benefit knowledge. So, what is your stance on gym class grades affecting GPAs? Are you for or against this issue? That's the end.